Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this absolutely stunning 2019 Audi RS5 4-door. The RS5 comes in either 2-door or 4-door models. The 4-door is a little bit more practical, having back seats, but still the 4-door version still keeps that sleek coupe-like styling that we've all come to see from the regular 2-door RS5. The RS5 is one of the high caliber versions of the 5 Series. You have the regular 5 Series, then the S5, then the RS5. So this has a twin turbo V6 pumping out 444 horsepower for amazing performance. I guess the previous year did feature a V8. The V6 makes slightly less horsepower than the V8, but it makes gobs more torque. And those of you that are, obviously into performance automobiles, you probably know that torque is what gives you that neck snapping acceleration. So it went from, I think, 317 pound-feet of torque with a V8, where this new V6 makes almost as much horsepower, torque as horsepower, close to 440 pound-feet of torque. So it's over 100 pound-feet of torque increase. So it's definitely going to give you a little bit more off-the-line power and acceleration. And also, the V6 will be more fuel efficient than the V8. So that's a new feature for 2019. This is a one-owner Clean Carfax vehicle from sunny California. We do have a complimentary Carfax report. Looks like it was pretty well maintained at Audi dealerships. It looks like the 30,000 mile service was recently done. For something with a little over 30,000 miles. That's definitely something that you want to hear. And we have this really cool virtual cockpit. Audi makes an awesome gauge cluster, and the screen on the gauge cluster is actually bigger. Almost to me it looks bigger than the actual navigation screen, so you can have your analog style tachometer and speedometer to the left and right, and you have this big navigation screen, or you can kind of alter the gauges to what type of information you want to display up there. It's very configurable, very cool, and lots of fun to mess around with. We also have a heads-up display, steering wheel paddle shifter, so you can take control of those 8 forward gears. This flat bottom steering wheel feels absolutely amazing in your hands. Beautiful interior design. I love the like the honeycomb pattern on the seats. These seats are very comfortable and supportive. You have beautiful carbon fiber throughout. We have the original build sheet on this RS5, quite a bit of equipment on it. The base MSRP was $74,200. But when you add up all the equipment, it goes up to $90,440. So maybe you might be looking at an RS5 that's a base one that might look like a better deal than this one, but if that's only a little bit cheaper and this has that much more equipment, maybe that other one is not that great of a deal. So it's always good to look at the fine print. This beautiful shade of Mythos Black Metallic is a $595 premium color. Then we have the RS Driver's Assistance Package, which bundles in lots of important and desirable features into an option package. This fine Napa leather seating package was a $1,500 upgrade. Looks beautiful, and the interior is permeated with that slight twinge of beautiful, high-quality leather. Dynamic package was $3,350, also bundling in nice, features, for this vehicle. Then we have the black optic package that's $1,500, giving you black accents throughout the vehicle. Dynamic steering, $1,150. This did have an upgraded wheel and tire package, but this has an aftermarket set of wheels, so we won't talk about that. I think it's Flow Form is the name of the brand of tires, but I'll pop it up on the screen, the exact brand of wheels that are on this vehicle. The Bang & Olufsen sound system was a $950 upgrade, and there you have it. And of course, we can print out a copy, email you one for you to peruse. It is also Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatible, which is pretty good. It's an older vehicle, 2019 versus almost 2023. So not everything back then was Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatible. But this one was. Audi was a little bit ahead of the curve back then. Nice big Panameric roof, rimless rear view mirror. You have a drive mode selector. Where is that drive mode selector? Right here. So you have a ton of drive settings. We have individual, so you can program it yourself, comfort, auto, and dynamic. Auto is kind of just the everyday setting, but you'll also notice the car can change personality a little bit. In fact, right now in auto mode, I'll rev the engine a little bit. Wonderful sounding exhaust, a little bit muted. But then when you put it in dynamic mode, it tends to liven up a little bit. A little bit more bass here, a little bit more snap, crackling, and pop. One very nice sounding engine. Obviously, when you have forced induction, you pay a little bit of penalties as far as engine noise, but it does sound very, very nice. Beautiful color combination in black on black. The RS5 is a very versatile sports sedan with its coupe-like styling. It has a very sleek and beautiful body. You have air intakes and curves, more aggressive styling on the RS5 model. One absolutely beautiful automobile. You're going to get looks and compliments wherever you go. And when you're not getting looks and compliments, people will probably be staring at you in their lesser vehicles with envious eyes at this beautiful, beautiful automobile. Audi did a tremendous job with the RS5. They've always tended to be very good sellers for us. I don't think we've ever had one really age on us. They've always sold fairly quick at our store. And the nice thing too, even though it is kind of looks like a sedan or coupe, it is a liftback, and the liftback does pay dividends as far as a usable storage versus a trunk. You can fold down the seats, take out the cargo air protector, and you actually have a surprisingly large amount of interior space for a vehicle that's not that big and is very, very sporty looking. So, like I said, this is a vehicle for someone that if you want something that's versatile, this is it. You have a 444 horsepower fire-breathing sports car, but it's also an everyday four-door sedan for you and your family. You can fold down the seats, and you can fit a surprising amount of stuff in the back if you want to make a big Costco run or something like that. Very, very versatile. So, if you want to have one awesome vehicle that can kind of do it all, the RS5 is definitely in that category, and with its amazing quattro all-wheel drive system, it's an all-weather performance vehicle. It'll do great in the wet weather we have quite often here. And with its rear-wheel drive bias all-wheel drive system, it'll let you have a little bit of fun before it kind of reins things in. Gets a little bit, tail happy before the all-wheel drive system straighten things out. The traction stability control straighten things out. I'm 6'2". I had this front seat adjuster for my height. Plenty of headroom and legroom back here. Maybe not quite as much headroom as a regular S4 or RS4, which you'd, I guess, compare this most closely to. But we do have to make some concessions for this beautiful, sleek design, that coupe-like styling, but yes, keeping the functionality of four doors. Massive brakes, massive stopping power. Look at the size of those calipers, those big red calipers, and those giant rotors that are slotted and cross-drilled. I mean, just cross-drilled, sorry. Then here we have that 2.9 liter twin turbo V6 pumping out 444 horsepower and almost equal amounts of torque. There's no hesitation. You stomp on the gas with that quattro all-wheel drive, this thing just takes right off. It's a point and shoot high performance automobile that's very, very comfortable and practical to drive every day. Complimentary delivery to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. Contact us for more information about our mobile delivery service. And thank you for taking the time today to watch this video.